everybody, and welcome back to another episode of AC Jones Kitchen. So you guys voted for this episode, and you voted for buttermilk pancakes, which is personally one of my favorites. And so I'm going to share my super secret recipe with you guys. I developed it a couple of months ago. You know, I've been going through all of my life without a good recipe for buttermilk pancakes, which is crazy because buttermilk pancakes are something that my family absolutely loves and adores, and it's been a part of my family for years. So when I was younger, we used to go to this restaurant called Country Kitchen, and it was a few minutes down the road from church. And so we get done with church on Sunday mornings, and we go over to Country Kitchen, and needless to say, we would all get these delicious pancakes. They were sweet, they were almost yellow cake-like in taste, and they were delicious and light and fluffy, but just like all good things, it came to an end. Country Kitchen closed down, and we haven't been able to find a pancake anywhere that is just as good as Country Kitchen. Now, I'm not going to claim that these pancakes are going to taste like the famous Country Kitchens, but I got the approval, the seal of approval on this recipe from my nephew, my 6-year-old nephew, who is a pancake expert. My niece, my sister, my mother, my brother-in-law, and most importantly, my father, who is the pancake master, the pancake aficionado. I feel pretty good in sharing this new recipe with you guys. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is mix up all of your dry ingredients. Now, the ingredients list for this recipe is pretty obscure, pretty long, but I promise you it's worth it. Give it a try. You won't be sorry. So, it starts out with 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, just your regular run-of-the-mill. I had to say it. I'm sorry, that's really bad, isn't it? Your regular run-of-the-mill flour, all-purpose flour, right in here, along with 1 cup of cake flour. Now, cake flour is really important because cake flour has less protein in it than regular all-purpose flour, and all-purpose flour has less protein in it than something like bread flour. That's really important because the less protein that you have in these, the less chewy it's going to make it, or make it so that the pancakes aren't tough. That cake flour really adds a fluffiness to the pancake that if you just use the all-purpose flour, it's not quite the same. So definitely find yourself some cake flour. You can find it in the baking aisle. It's really, really easy to find. It is usually in a box though. To those 2 flours, you're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now, why both baking powder and baking soda? It's because we're going to use buttermilk, and buttermilk is very acidic. So the baking powder and baking soda, for the sake of me not going into a big explanation, the acidic buttermilk with baking powder and baking soda, chemistry, and you have a light and fluffy pancake. To that, you're also going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So that is it. You've got your 2 flours, your 2 leaveners, and your salt in your dry goods right here. In a separate bowl, you're going to combine all of your, what we call wet works here. So you're going to have 3 cups of buttermilk. You can find buttermilk in the refrigerator aisle right near the milk in your store. We'll need 3 cups of buttermilk, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted. So I like to melt it down first and then let it cool just a little bit and pour it in. So after the buttermilk and after the butter, you're also going to add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Vegetable oil or canola oil, any of those kinds of oils will work. You want the oil in there along with the butter because the oil also helps keep moisture inside the pancake. So once again, a fluffier pancake, a better texture. You'll be glad to use the 2 different types of fat for this. Add 2 eggs to the wet mixture and just whisk it all in really, really well. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla as well, and then you're going to add 6 tablespoons of just regular granulated table sugar. So add all that to your separate bowl here with all of your wet ingredients and mix those up. So make sure both your dry ingredients and your wet ingredients are all well combined. So you're going to dump all of your wet ingredients right there on top of your dry ingredients. And you don't want to overmix this. You just want to mix it until it's combined. If it's a little bit lumpy, that'll be okay. You really just don't want to stir this really fast or anything. You don't want to whip it up. Just want to make sure that everything is really well incorporated. best thing about pancakes is that you can make a ton of pancakes and everybody can have exactly what they want. You can go with the syrup route and just douse those things in maple syrup. You can go my personal favorite route, which is maybe a little pat of butter on the top, maybe not, but just eating them plain with a good cup of coffee. Or you can do what my mother's favorite thing to do is, and get yourself some fresh made strawberry jam, or make it yourself like she does, and you can slather your pancakes in that strawberry jam and a little bit of whipped topping. She loves that, it's so refreshing. So there's so many other things that you can do with them. You can use peanut butter and chocolate sauce, you can add chocolate chips, you can add nuts, you can add bananas. But that's the wonderful thing about pancakes, is that they fit everybody's personality and you can do whatever you want with them. Personally, I think that pancakes for dinner are the perfect dinner. So let your imagination run wild, have some fun, let your guests customize their own pancakes to their tastes, and just have a blast with it. Sometimes recipes can be a little bit touch and go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns on the pancake recipe, please feel free to drop me a message right down in the comments here on YouTube. You can also go to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at ACJonesMusic. I would be happy to help you with all of your pancake problems. But in the end, I just want you to have some delicious pancakes, because truly, is there a more perfect food? I don't think there is, honestly. So I'll see you on the next episode of AC Jones Kitchen. Until then, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at ACJonesMusic. Go like my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, also at ACJonesMusic. Make yourself some pancakes, comment, let me know what you think, and enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Take this with me.